Hello, we're back with episode 3 of Vagrus the Riven Realms. I was just looking at my UI here, just kind of observing things when I wasn't recording, and I finally noticed there's a calendar up in the top right. Look at this guy. He looks upset. This guy looks a little worried, but this guy's got something going on. This guy's got a head. Axe? Are these months? These must be days. So Solas, Nia, so on and so forth. These must be like the months or the cycles. I don't know, man. We're in week 3, Nia, year 1097. What do you think the year is from? I don't think we had a Jesus in this world. Well, anyway, welcome back, everybody. This is me musing. We're picking up right where we left off. We just had some combat. We're going past the wound, which I assume is this guy, full of blood or something, and we're going between the molten tongue, I think it was called, and the deadwoods. So let's get a move on. We'll use our full 10 movement speed today. I think it's a waste to, like, unless you're in dire straits with your vigor or something, to not use your full movement. Maybe that will prove wrong. Your chart is now active. Open it by clicking the chart. Okay. We found a chart. This is like a more detailed map. This is like a Lord of the Rings map. Got the Fury's Whip. Tarar Barak region. The chart is your tool in navigating the wastelands of Zareen and planning out journeys. You can move around by holding left mouse button. Sure enough. And moving the mouse, and you can zoom with the mouse wheel. Whoa! This place is huge! Is this us? Who the heck is the wandering old man? Oh, that's where he wants to go. I was like, I thought I had him in my team. So this is us, the flag. Oh, sure enough, I should just read. Your comitatus is represented by a red banner. Sure enough, we've left Scrap Peep behind. We're heading towards Avernum? And then Ash, and then all the way to Devon. Man, Devon's a ways out there. We got a long way to go. Any discovered settlement or point of interest can be marked by clicking on their icon and choosing the flag icon in the bottom left box. Aha! I think we'll mark the 3 important places we're going. So let's Avernum, Ash, and then Devon, of course, is our final destination. Final destination. What happened to the tooltip? Is gone. Oops. Well, anyway. Good to know, though. So this is our chart. So that's like if we just want a more detailed map than just looking at the world. Very cool, though. Alright, we've used our full, or partial movement. We should keep going. There we go. Forced March allows you to move further than your maximum move points in a given day. Forced March movement uses marching MPs, indicated next to your MPs on the top left. Aha! Marching along paths and its cost is indicated by red on the campaign map. Okay. Although forced marches get you further, use them carefully. Your crew loses vigor and even morale rapidly if you march too often without resting. We strongly suggest refraining from frequent forced marches until you have more experience. High vigor, morale, and well-supplied comitatus are required for forced marches to have a less negative effect. Well, we're not going to do that. I don't think we need to. We're fairly close to Avernum as it is. Maybe 3 days out, I'm just guessing, based on how far we can walk. But let's go to camp. We don't have any extra movement today, and we don't have a ton of vigor just lying around. So let's not acquire supplies today. Keep everything on average. Should we spend medical supplies to heal up our buddies? I don't remember them being super wounded. How do we check that? Enough chatting. Is it here? It won't let me click on that. Nutrition is okay. Compliant is 7 out of 9, right? That's pretty good. Yep. We haven't paid anybody in a while, but we don't have a lot of money. We're just gonna keep accruing until they say otherwise. So, let's end the day. Did we heal? I guess we'll find out later. We'll have an extra movement point today, so let's do the full 9, and then we can send people out to scavenge. Ooh! Cool. As the Comitatus is scaling another stretch of black sand dunes, one of the outriders you had sent out to screen your left flank rides in on the line and heads immediately to you. You can see the man is in a panic right away from the way he hops off the saddle while decelerating and almost falls over. Before he reaches you, your guardsmen are already setting up a defensive perimeter to the east. You beckon the beast drivers to halt the line. Vagrus, they are coming. I saw him walking over the dunes. The pilgrims are coming. A murmur of terror washes over your comitatus. Clearly your scout was referring to the last pilgrimage. This group of spectral horrors is known to appear out of nowhere and eradicate even large groups of travelers in a matter of minutes. Nobody knows what happens to those who encounter them up close, as nobody has lived to tell the tale. Some reckless people were reputedly able to take a peek at the otherworldly wayfarers, but during your many years as a Vagrus, you have never met any such person whose story was credible. You know all too well that if your outrider tells the truth, and see no reason why he wouldn't, the only chance for survival is for you all to run or to hide. Well, let's read about what this is. So the last pilgrimage is a magical phenomena and one of the great mysteries of the Fourth Age. Originally a group of pilgrims walking in penance to the capital, they were turned into a host of wandering specters that haunt the forsaken reaches of the Empire. Nobody knows what the undead pilgrims look like, as no one has lived to tell the tale of a close encounter. People who have seen them from afar and survived saw a pale, eerie, white-yellow light that surrounded a large group of walking dead. The spectral wanderers seem to be constantly followed by tempestuous winds that usually create a sand or dust storm around the pilgrimage. The origin. It is said that in the last month before the calamity, a group of high-ranking priests of the pantheon of the elder gods started to see a pattern in the strange phenomena that began to appear sporadically all over Zerine. They interpreted it as omens from the gods and realized that their creators were displeased. To appease them, they set out in a humble pilgrimage from the city of Tot. Other sources name other cities as their origin, and plan to walk all the way to the capital, and upon reaching it, ask an audience from the emperor. These rich high priests cast away their earthly belongings and walked barefoot. Many joined them on their way, clerics and simple folk alike. After weeks of walking, the omens became more intense, and finally the calamity struck. According to legend, it caught the last pilgrimage, by then swollen to thousands of people, out in the open somewhere south of Devon. The cataclysm did not kill them, but turned them into cursed undead, forever bound to their futile pilgrimage, forever seeking to reach the capital which will always be out of reach. There is no apparent rhyme or reason behind the appearance and disappearance of the last pilgrimage. It seems completely random, though it never occurs near settlements, but almost always in open areas. If they appear and someone does not or cannot flee, they are never seen again. The theory is that specters force them to join the pilgrimage that is doomed to never reach the capital. This sounds bad. Is this a scripted thing? Or are we just incredibly unlucky? It sounds like you can't really hide from it. I mean, they're like a magical phenomenon. I think they would know if we were, like, nearby. Let's just book it. We have to try. You turn the whole comitatus around and make haste westward, at the right angle to the espied direction in which the pilgrims are reportedly moving. After an hour of hauling ass, you make the line stop. Scouting parties you have sent out saw no sign of the spectral menace, so you turn back and realign with the original direction you were traveling, headed south-southwest. You lost a lot of time today, but at least you can say you have come fairly close to the last pilgrimage and lived to tell the tale. We lost 4 movement, but I think that's a small price to pay to not be swallowed up by a specter. And it's funny because I think it only just ate the 1 movement we had, so it actually wasn't that big of a deal. I guess we just won't be able to send out people for supplies. We're gonna be in trouble here with money soon. We're very close to not having enough money to pay our people. Right. We should continue to try. We have a 15% chance to heal them. 21% chance to make it worse. What if we do that? That's pretty good. I will try it once just to see how it go. Hey, they got healed a little bit. Better than nothing, I guess. More when healed from hurt. Good. We'll do another 9. Hopefully we won't lose any movement this time, and we will, maybe be able to send people out for some foraging. Is there supposed to be music? I feel like it's weirdly quiet. Yeah, I think my volume is just way low. Apologies for this. Good enough. Well, I still don't hear any music, but cool. Anyway, let's move on. Ah, there's the music. Nothing happened today. Let's take a camp. Let's send people out for some supplies. Oh boy, does this place suck? Is this why we have a 100% chance of failure? All right, nobody is getting sent out today. I take it all back. We're still doing okay, and maybe if we keep some movement, we'll get some vigor back. And we'll leave you guys alone. I used 1 med on you. Javik got a little healing anyway. Good, good. And then push on. I think we're 2 days out from Avernum. Oh, are they back? It's the same picture. It doesn't seem to. So, your crew grumbles. It is not a rare thing, as there is always a reason to grumble. But this time they bitch and moan about not getting paid. I was just worried about this. Which is a fairly good reason if there was any. You notice the signs and are quite aware that it cannot go on like this forever. Otherwise, the least unsettling thing that happens is they start leaving. Then they are going to steal your belongings too, and there are much worse alternatives. Just keep in mind to pay their due. Alright, pay now? We cannot pay all of them. How about... Well, we're in trouble. We need to get to the next city and make some money somehow. Alright, end day. How far away are we? We're still over a day away. That's rough. Continue. Oh no! This is a rough game. And this is the tutorial, of all things. The Comitatus climbs the last black dune and comes to a halt on your mark. Standing on one of the carts, you spy the horizon carefully before hopping down and convening with your most trusted. Ahead looms the Voiceless Lake, a place of deathly quiet and utter peril. The lava flow of this particular tendril of the molten tongue cools down here below a tough shell of dark rock covered by steaming water. Yet the shell is not solid enough in places. It can crack in the blink of an eye and open under one's foot, leading to a sudden scalding death. That sounds like a rough way to go. There are ways to guess where it is safe to cross, but it has to be done slowly and attentively. Your scouts know their way around here, but because the lava changes constantly beneath the shell, they have to rely on finding a new way through each time. The lake is voiceless because everyone has to keep completely quiet. That way, one might hear the shifting lava and the cracking shell just in time to avoid disaster. Your lieutenants agree that crossing over to the far side of the shell is still better than going around and into Arenas Negras, however. Especially after coming so close to the last pilgrimage a few days ago, nobody in their right mind would go near the damn place, and so you're stuck with the plateau surrounding the Voiceless Lake. Alright, well we learned about the Voiceless Lake. That is a lava lake with water. But Arenas Negras is the desert of black sands. This place is a vast empty desert where the fine sand is completely black. People who enter the desert and stay more than a few hours usually inexplicably disappear, and the center of the desert is a terrible place, the source of all evil in the region, Arx Mortis. Whatever happened to this place, only sand dunes and some dark rock remain. If someone digs deeper under the surface, the black sand does not change, as if it went on forever. Generally, stones and rocks are quite rare in Arenas Negras, but there are some ridges and cliffs here and there. Nothing lives here. The silence that pervades the place is deafening. The weather ranges from cold to cool, and the sun is never seen, hiding behind a permanently gloomy, overcast sky. Yet there is no rain here, and only a constant chill, dry breeze can be felt. The gloom stays at night, and there are no stars. A strange bluish, white, sickly glow can be seen on the horizon, where the dread silhouette of Arx Mortis, the city of the dead, can be seen, even at places that are not close to it physically. Called the City of Dead these days, Arx Mortis used to be Calderum, the capital of the Savorati province. Known as the City of Light, Calderum was made into its most horrible caricature by the Calamity. These days it is a dead city filled with eerie moaning and groans, cast in the perpetual twilight and beset by bone-chilling cold and a pale cold light coming from the faded rocks that are almost all that remain from its beautiful buildings and walls. The curse affected the surrounding of the city as well, and thus the desert of black sands were born, bereft of life and joy and light forever. That sounds like a terrible place to go, so we will not be going there. 'Tis a silly place. Komitatsu's attempts to cross to the other side, we did succeed, 47 to 72. Good job. Going step by step, listening carefully to any telltale sounds while sweating profusely, every member of the Komitatus manages to make it through. After hours that felt like days, you can turn away from the accursed lake and head southwards. The crew becomes animated as you leave the perilous plateau behind, even joking among themselves about the constipated silence back there. You leave the voiceless lake behind. +1 morale! Wonderful. Onward. Dang it.
Just as we were about to leave that damnable lake behind,
What?
we heard it. An abominable shriek pierced the air and made
Jesus.
us gasp. It came from behind some hills nearby, coupled with the ruckus of battle. The armed women and men, the Komitatus, looked at their Vagrus questioningly.
Not our problem. I say we continue. Scouts come running towards the cart line as you are about to enter the Badlands south of the lake and hear what could only be described as a paralyzing howl accompanied by the unmistakable sounds of battle. There's a battle going on, Vagrus, just beyond yonder hills, the scout points southeast. Some armed folks are being attacked by the bloody undead. A murmur washes over the crew, and many of them ready their weapons. Not to give aid to fellow travelers in dire need is believed to attract dire peril onto yourself. Besides, it would be better to fight the undead together than alone if it comes to that. The tension is rising with each passing moment, with everyone watching you, waiting for you to give the order. Alright, well it sounds like bad mojo if we ignore them. Ask Javik to use his abilities. Have the scout tell you exactly what they saw. Approach carefully, rush in and attack. What does the scout say? They were 4 guys clad in dark holding metal weapons, I swear, but they were losing about half a dozen shamblers or so, one of them huge, just fucking huge. A loud death cry echoes among the hills. Get in there, we go. You clamber over the next few hills and look down upon the site of a brutal melee. Bodies are strewn across the field. Most of them are mutilated undead, but some are mangled and burnt humans in dark clothes. Another such man, a robed priest with a shaven head, falls to the ground after flying a half-dozen yards, following a bone-crunching hit from a looming white giant. The creature looks like being made up of several bodies, fused by some combination of natural disaster and twisted magic. Messed up. It's a flesh hulk. The rest of the shamblers look like they are smoldering. The great white abomination engages the last 2 men standing, a white-faced, lightly armored enforcer with a shield, and a tall man in elaborate black armor wielding a great sword. Both of them look worse for wear. There is no time to lose. You and yours rush to the aid of the 2 men. Huzzah! Cool, look at that thing! Hold on, I'm going to turn down the volume a little bit. Before the first round is started, you have to deploy your companions to the available positions on the friendly left side. You do not need to employ all of your companions. Sometimes it is best to avoid sending a wounded companion into battle or simply leave some space to maneuver. You can start combat by clicking the Begin Fight button. You can deploy a companion by selecting their portrait from the roster and clicking on an empty position or dragging it there. You can revert the deployment by clicking on the base of a character. Certain companions may have different deployment conditions. Before deploying a companion, you can switch between their defensive mode, block or evade, by clicking the defensive mode button next to their portrait. You can use the top right section of the deployment window to save 3 deployments. We'll get into that maybe. Morrowind is useful in the front row. Javik's abilities favor the back row. While you're done deploying, initiate combat. Okay. We have this dude and this dude. 2 smoldering undead and this huge monster. So Morrowind, you go in the front. She's doing okay. This guy's in rough shape. I bet he dies almost instantly. Let's take Javik back and put him behind this dude since he's very healthy. He instantly killed the man in the middle. I'm sorry, sir. Sidarius. Okay. Javik's turn. Let's try and nuke down. You want us to use the premonition skill to buff an ally. Alright, well let's buff Morwen. She's important. He's done it. Combat is cruel, and in general, you cannot heal during it. Your defenses are your main way to mitigate damage. Evade allows you to completely avoid an attack, but you will be moved to an adjacent unoccupied position after a successful evade. That may also move you away from a position that protects another companion. A successful block provides extra armor against the attack, mitigating damage. However, you can still suffer damage while blocking and also suffer adverse effects from an attack. Cool. Alright, Morwen. Let's try and kill this guy with Devastating Blow. That's not enough, but we gotta start somewhere. 4 hit, that's good. Ow! Really? They did 7 damage? They're gonna kill her that fast? She can take like 1 more hit. Let's see. Sidarius is a very tough companion due to his armor and good defenses. His skills also include a support skill that enhances his stats, Vengeance, and one that debilitates an enemy, Bane, both for several rounds. Use any skill. Okay, Unholy Strike. Is that enough to kill this one? I think so. He's only got 1 health left. Ooh, Cleave could hit multiple. I like that. You blocked it? Oh, thank God. You, the Vagrus, may not take part directly in companion combat, but that does not mean you have no influence on it. Many of your leadership perks allow you to use resourcefulness in various ways in combat. Whichever you have unlocked can be found on the leader medallion in the form of buttons along the menu button. 3 lines icons. Ah, right there. Consult their tooltips to learn what to use them for. You have 2 options for now. Aid, which allows you to revive downed companions. Oh, okay, so they don't die outright. Interesting. Okay, so we could pick Morwen back up if she gets knocked down. And then Inspire, which gives a substantial defensive buff to a character for 3 rounds. Use Inspire to give a character additional defense. So let's Inspire Morwen. And go ahead. She's been inspired. Great. And Javik, I need you to kill this guy. Please. No! Why are you all so bad? Alright, Morwen, you need to get up here. And please don't miss your cleave this time. Oh, he's too far away. Alright, well, we'll cleave both of these fools. Yes, we've done that. She got 0 damaged. That's not too bad. He only got 1 damaged and 0 damaged. That was a pretty good round. Morwen is still in trouble. Let's Mind Blast this fool. Dang it. Maybe I should not be shooting side to side. Alright, that guy's dead. Good. She evaded again? She's a hero? Alright, Sidarius, I need you... What does this do? Bane. Curses an enemy... Gives them minus initiative and minus accuracy. That sounds useful. We're gonna curse the giant? Never mind, he beat up our player. Alright, let's heal her. Where is that? Inspire, Aid. Here we go. She's back up. Good for us. Alright, Javik, stop missing your attacks. For the love of God, stop rolling 0. We're in so much trouble. Let us cleave again. Nope. I take that back. Use your normal and try to kill this fool. We've done it. Good. We're down to just the giant. Thank God they can dodge. Morwen, I need you to come back to the front. Javik, for the love of God. Actually, since you're doing such a poor job hurting things, just keep buffing Morwen. She needs the help. Alright, big swing. Dang it. Big swing. 3. This is gonna take all day. She did evade again. Good job. Wow, she moved a real far ways away. Javik, Give her some more buffs. Great. And big swing again. 4. He's slowly chipping away. She got rocked again. We can only pick her up for very little. That doesn't help. Just keep premonitioning Morwen. We need to keep her from dying if we can. She does so little damage. What if we strafe? I haven't tried that yet. That didn't work. Well, Morwen needs like a better weapon. She's consistently doing like 1 to 0. Ah, she got knocked down again. Can we pick her up? Are we out of powers? I wish they hadn't made us use the Inspire on her. I wish I could have picked her up twice. Mind Blast? Is this gonna do anything? 0. I guess we'll Inspire this fool. Man, this thing is a rough enemy. Good lord. This is so bad. Just keep rolling, my man. Jesus Christ. Well, at least he missed a corpse on the ground. That's fun. We're all out of mind powers. Just hang out, Javik. I have nothing to do with you. Can I pass a turn? Yes. Oh, forfeit and replenish 2 power. Ah. Alright, just keep swinging. You missed 2, which sucks. She's almost dead. Or, like, seriously wounded. Crit! Did he die? Yes! Or, he's not dead? He has 0 health. How do I kill this thing? He's got 1 HP! Does this do anything? He's incorporeal? Is that why we can't hurt him? What if we switch with Morwen? Nice move! We kept her alive? Please kill him. Thank God. Oh man! Alright, they weren't kidding when they said this game doesn't pull punches. It's over. The undead finally stopped moving, their bodies lying mutilated all around the hills. The large abomination was hacked to pieces, and is now a jumbled pile of ash and petrified bones. Some of your crew also got torn up. There are several wounded and 1 dead. Well, darn. The man in the black armor is the only one of his company who survived the battle. Yeah, we got 1 dude with 1 HP and he immediately got ganked. I guess we could have probably run in right away and maybe they would have been at better health or they might have had more guys, I don't know. He is sitting on a rock nearby, covered in ash from hacking at the abomination, drinking ponderously from a water skin while he is observing the battlefield. His grim gaze wanders from one slain companion to the other, as if wanting to make sure all of them are dead. At length his piercing gaze finds you, and a chill runs down your spine. There is no doubt in your mind that the man and you need to talk. Walk over to the black-armored man and address him. We have lost a fighter? Rough. Morwen also got the crap kicked out of her, so hopefully when we get to the city we can rest up. You walk up to the man and offer him your hand. He looks you up and down in a fashion that suggests mild contempt. Alright, Buster. His great sword, forged of steel, lies across his lap. He does not take your hand. You seem to be the leader of this. The man is looking for the word as he eyes the comitatus. Company of travelers? What is your business here? The bluntness of the question, coupled with the man's evident hostility and ungratefulness, leaves you speechless. Perhaps it is for the best. You notice the man is bearing the symbol of Sergorod, which should make you cautious. What is Sergorod? Oh, the god of vengeance, anger, malevolence, and curses. Wild. Alright. Whoops. Tell him that you are trading comitatus traveling south. Tell him only that you are a traveling company. Tell him it is none of his business. And tell him that he should be thanking you instead of asking questions. I will say that we are trading. We really have nothing to hide. He's one dude. What is he going to do? Attack us? I see. So you turning up here is a matter of utter coincidence, I take. Oh, he thought we beset the undead on him? Maybe? When you assure him it is, he narrows his eyes and pierces you with his gaze. There is a tense moment that seems to take forever. You are truthful, Vagrus. Commendable. The man rises from the rock. He has, like, telepathic powers? I guess our sorcerer has that, so I shouldn't be surprised. Or maybe he's just really good at reading us. He towers over you now, and it dawns on you that the war gear he carries makes him either a very rich or a very powerful person in the metal-starved world, or both. I am grateful for your assistance in this skirmish, late as it was, he says, turning to look at Javik, who appears at your side and bows his head to the man. Without acknowledging your friend or his greeting, the armored fellow turns to you again. My name is Sidarius. I am a knight of the Ordis Negra Solis. By aiding me, Vagrus, you have aided imperial law. You must have some questions of your own. Now is your chance to ask him. Best not make him wait. Sidarius stands before you, head cocked to the side, his blade resting on his shoulder, awaiting your questions. Ask him about the fight. My company was drawn here with the false promise of finding the hideout of enemies of the Empire. Instead, a large group of undead surrounded us, most likely drawn here by some vile trickery, and we had to fight for our lives. You arrived towards the end of a drawn-out battle and saw my last companions fall. We fought with Sergerad's rage and with the Emperor in our hearts, but there were just too many of the Shamblers. Looking around you, now realize how savage the confrontation must have been. Dozens and dozens of undead lie all around the field, and only a half-dozen of Sidarius's dead companions. Ask him what he was doing here. I and my companions came in search of enemies of the Empire, to smoke them out of their hideout here in the wilds. It was supposed to be the last glorious battle concluding a long investigation that took months. As you can see, it went down quite differently. It is now my assumption that we've been betrayed and a trap was set for us. The traitors we were supposed to apprehend lured us here, along with these undead, and hoped to see us all slaughtered. Sergerad, however, in his endless salience, saw fit to grant me an opportunity for retribution. Rejoice, Vagrus! You have been an instrument of the divine, sent here by Sergerad himself to aid me in my quest for vengeance. Ask him what he plans to do now. Are you going to come along with us? I intend to return to Avernum. I have to debrief my superiors there of what happened today. I also want to look more into the lead that ultimately brought me here. Sidarius fixes you with his gaze. Your destination does not happen to be Avernum, does it? You can't help but tell him the truth. You are too well aware that lying to one of the Knights of the Black Sun is high treason. It is the first time you see Sidarius's malevolent smile. Good, I shall join you for the journey. Irifans teaches us to share the burdens of the road. Now tell your men to pile up the bodies of my companions. Burning them without proper rituals is not becoming of such heroes of the Empire, but we have no time for much else. Also, gather their belongings while you're at it. Make it happen, Vagrus. In the meantime, someone skillful enough should take a look at my wounds. You're about to leave to give the orders when Sidarius calls after you. And just so everyone knows, the danger might be looming over us. The traitors who I was supposed to find must be around here, keeping a distance. They surely would have finished me off had I managed to conquer all the undead by myself. I doubt they were going to make a move now that you are here, but who knows what their desperation will drive them to. Although your crew does not like to be ordered around by a stranger, they too agree that the slain should be tended to. The pile is burning, and the cart is ready to leave in an hour. It seems you have to take Sidarius to Avernum. Aren't we really close to Avernum, though? He's joined my comitatus. As your comitatus is crossing into the Badlands, you climb on the cart where the resting Sidarius is sitting on the back. You can see he is holding something small in his hand and is observing it attentively. It is a fetish charm, one that kindly sisters and the disciples of Oskul used to attract the reanimated dead. The knight tosses you a small bone charm, complete with arcane writing in black ink and some teeth they attach to the centerpiece. I disabled it, do not worry. These filthy traitors may have used the stolen charm to ensnare my contingent, but I still am anointed in the faith of Oskul. I swear they will suffer for this atrocity. You give the charm back to the knight. There is also the matter of the belongings of my fallen companions. I expect you to hold on to them until we reach Avernum. We will discuss them there. You nod and turn towards the horizon. Whether you like it or not, you are bound to the knight for the next few days to come. We got some arms. Neat.
The Dark Knight joined us after we rescued him from the clutches of the mindless undead horrors that slaughtered his companions. He was a grim sort, displaying no gratitude or companionship. Yet, we were stuck with him. For a lawman such as the knight could make his dreadful will ours by command. So we set out, bound for Avernum, the greatest city in the vicinity.
Rough. We don't get much choice in the matter, it seems. The leader management is now active. Click on the medallion bottom left to open the leader window. The leader window allows you to observe and interact with your character, the Vagrus. Your current insight is displayed in the top right. Insight is gained mainly through events and can be used to purchase perks and other improvements for the Vagrus and your companions. Perks are abilities that have levels and are used in various situations. Initial and maximum perk levels as well as available perks are specific to each character. Attributes, professions are used in events. You can find more information about each of these below by clicking their name. That's a lot of stuff to remember. We're just going to kind of learn as we go, I think. You can purchase any number of perks if your insight allows you by clicking on the empty nodes. Select and purchase the Prepare Leadership perk now. Click, finalize, we've done it. Each of them allows you to use resourcefulness to boost your action in a certain way when unlocked. Consult their descriptions to learn more. You can use resourcefulness to place a companion in the front of the initiative order. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Maybe we could like knock a person out of the initiative before they get to act by doing that. Neat. And so resourcefulness allows you to boost various actions. It replenishes with each day. Its maximum can be raised by insight. Click on the plus icon. Not enough insight. Authority is the maximum number of deputies you can have at any given time. Higher authority also makes your companions less likely to abandon you in the open world of the campaign. You have no additional authority in Pilgrims of the Wasteland. Oh, you need no additional authority. Alright, click the helmet icon on the leader to navigate to the companions page. Here we go. Companions pane allows you to view and manage your companions. Their stats are displayed on the top left, while their combat skills are on the bottom left. Both current and next level of each combat skill is explained. The scroll icon on the bottom of the companion's image can be used to reveal their backstory. Click the arrow icon next to the companion name to display Morwen's character sheet. How is she doing? She has 1 vitality. That's not good. The pendant icons can be clicked to reveal the available gear the companion can equip into one of 2 slots and gain its benefits. You can equip Morwen with the Luck Talisman gear. We should have given that to her before the battle. That would have been so much nicer. And then click the laurels at the top of her image. This is the prowess window where you can upgrade your companions. Prowess is the general power level of the companion ranging from 1 to 9. Each unlocked level of prowess gives the companion an amount of proficiency points can be spent. There's so much going on in this game. Raising prowess costs insight from the leader. Okay. Perk descriptions and proficiency costs can be observed by clicking on their names. Combat traits give them passive bonuses in combat, while combat skills are what they use in battle. Okay, each level of skill is represented by a perk. Upgrading works the same way as with leaders. You can spend any amount of proficiency and then confirm changes in the confirm button. Alright, so let's upgrade Morwen's prowess. Boop. Okay. So that just makes them better overall, which is good. She needs help. And purchase any skills or perks or skills. Beast lore? Herb lore could be useful. Skulker? Let's do mighty. She seems mighty. Let's upgrade. Oh, we need more prowess. Can we upgrade this even further? Oh, we need more insight? Okay, I'm learning. How about beast lore as well? I like both. Confirm. Oh, she has so many proficiencies. Should we do all of them? Is there a reason we wouldn't? Okay, I see. Let's give her all the mighty. Let's make her strong-minded and tough. And then maybe I'm over leaning into things, but I feel like you should give everybody their proficiency if you can, right? Maybe savvy and herblore? Sure, we've done it. Close the window in the top by clicking the X in the top right. How far are we from Avernum? We're like a day out from Avernum. Okay. Alright, I think that's enough for episode 3. Thanks everybody for watching episode 3 of Vagrus, the Riven Realms. We almost got a companion killed, and we're marching to the city. We're almost there. Hopefully when we get there we can heal all of our companions. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. If you like the video, hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more of Vagrus, the Riven Realms. And Tune in for episode 4, and hopefully not the thrilling conclusion where our Comitatus falls to pieces. Alright, thanks everybody. Have a good day. Bye!